So we are made up of 70% water, so it makes sense for us to drink the best quality water. Here I have a range of different waters. I've got here Kano water, and this is because they don't like plastic bottles. We look at these bottles here. These are both BPA free. Evian is one of the most popular brands, and they do plastic bottles which are not BPA free. However, I've purchased this Evian bottle, which is glass. I prefer glass, and also you can reuse glass. You cannot reuse the plastic Evian because it even says it on the label, do not reuse. We've got some more famous ones. Hilden is what the hotels like to use, and this one is specifically for a low sodium diet. So we look at this Kano water, and to be honest, if you're talking about plastic being a pollutant because it's hard to recycle, it damages the sea, I would say that cans are not far off the aluminium, and I'm not 100% sure if your water would be mixed with anything inside. So I'm not 100% on the can, but you can see that it's a concept that's being more popular because there is a lot of negativity around plastic bottles. These are not reusable. And if I talk about this bottle in particular, it has a high pH and it's alkaline ionized water. So what I have behind is actually a machine that ionizes the water. It filters so it's clean, and then it uses electrolysis to actually split the hydrogen cells, and it becomes very alkaline. There's already minerals in the water, so it's not adding anything, but by nature it just becomes a lot higher in pH. 9.5 is what I drink, and the machine actually produces even higher pH, such as 11.5, but that's used for washing off pesticides of vegetables. It also produces a low pH, which is used to kill bacteria. Just instead of the Dettol, you can use that to disinfect your work surfaces and to even clean your mouth and spray your eyes. It's perfectly safe. We have a beauty water as well that actually cleanses your face and tones it, so you have beautiful skin and clean water. So we look at the pH of this water that it produces. That actually, if I use a lower pH, clean water, that will be a pH of around 7, which is neutral. This is a Kangen water. And I'm going to switch it and get some clean water. Add some clean water to this. So I just want to show you this pH water. Really, if you look at the ingredients, which is, you shouldn't really see ingredients on a bottle of water. So they have this water and they add spring water plus magnesium sulfate, sodium bicarbonate and potassium bicarbonate. So these three minerals, these trace minerals, is what makes the water alkaline. So they just add these to your water. And similar to this clean water, if I added my minerals, so this is electrolytes. So it's again sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. If I add a scoop, a tiny scoop of 1 gram, it's really cute. I drink this water, I drink electrolytes, extra electrolytes, for if I'm training and if you train, you sweat, you drink more water, it all comes out again, and that basically, you need minerals basically to survive, and people who don't drink enough water tend to lack the minerals, and that's when they get pretty ill. So this is with the electrolytes. Now I'm gonna actually
clean water.
This is clean water. It's the same as that. However, I'm going to test it. So I'm going to test the pH. So that would be green because it's clean water. And I don't really want to waste my water. That's green, as you can see. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour this green one away, and I'm just going to add this one. I'm going to drink that water. I don't really want to waste it. And now I'm going to test. And it's only slightly alkaline. So it's darker green, it's coming blue. It's more of a blue color now. So that's adding these minerals is going to alkalize your water. But this machine does it without adding anything. You have those minerals in your water. If you have a powerful water filter, it may even filter out the minerals and become slightly dead. So it's not really doing too much good to you, but we all need hydrating water. And if you look at the price of this is £1. And how many litres do you need in a day? You need 2 litres. This is, I think, 500. So you need like 4 of these a day. That's £4 worth of water. Just doesn't sound that bad, you know. You spend £4 on a cup of coffee or hot chocolate or an alcoholic drink. You spend that once a day anyway. So that's not even that expensive. But people don't even spend that amount on mineral water. These are quite expensive as well. And if you're buying it for, I used to buy mineral water for myself and my family, so I was buying a lot of water. There was a lot of plastic, and then you have to recycle. Most recyclable products are not even being recycled, they're actually being dumped because it's cross-contamination. A lot of people don't recycle properly. So there is just so much pollution going on, and there's not many solutions going on. So the best solution for me is to drink it straight from the machine in a glass. But if you had to take it away, I do have glass bottles as well. So reusing it, and glass is also healthier. This is a high frequency water as well. It helps lift my vibration. It's very pure. If you was to freeze it, it would be like a snowflake. And you know, your water holds memory, and it can affect your emotions by detoxing bad chemicals out. I mean, tap water has many chemicals because they need to clean out, you know, the bacteria. So it has chlorine. This machine will filter out chlorine. And I also have a water softener, so it doesn't have lime scale. I don't get, you know, the lime scale on my kettle at all. I'll show you my kettle. Yeah. So that makes the electrolysis process a lot more powerful. I've got lots of antioxidants in this water. There's a lot of antioxidants. So you're fighting free radicals. And there's no other water out there who will do that, have the high alkalinity. By nature, you know, the natural springs water will have, by nature, high alkalinity. But you can't bottle spring water up, because once it's in the bottle, you know, that the electrons that naturally occur through the rocks and all sorts, you know, you're bottling it up. It's been in there for years. By the time it's come onto your, you know, inside your home, it's been on the shelf for a long time. And if it's in plastic bottles, we had a huge scare about BPA where it was actually causing cancer. And they said it was you know, you don't leave your plastic bottles in the car, because the sun and the heat means that the chemicals, BPA, will go into your water, and then you're drinking poison. I mean, at that rate, I think tap water would be better than bottled water. And back in the days, my mum would also boil water, but again, I don't think boiling would actually kill off any germs. It would actually concentrate the chemicals even more. And my children, they go to school. I do have plastic bottles, but again, it is reusable. So it's all about reusing, and rather than having disposable, you know, you drink this once and you got to throw it away. Unless you use it for artwork or anything else. But there's a lot of rubbish being caused. You know, there's a lot of materials. There's a lot of CO2 emissions by transporting them from Evian, you know, mineral water. You know, and bottling it up, all that process, getting it delivered to the shops, the supermarkets, you going to the supermarkets and grabbing it, when you can have fresh water straight from your home. And funny enough, these machines are very famous in Japan. 1 in 5 households have a machine, you know, and they live very, very long, and that's probably because of the antioxidants. And they even use the pH, the lower pH 2.5, to clean medical equipment in hospitals, and they've been doing this for many years now. And you know, I found out about this a few years ago, and I'm so happy that I have this machine. You know, I don't have a toaster because I don't eat toast. I love the washing machine. I have a dishwasher, but I don't use it. You know, the rice cooker, all these kind of things. These appliances, this is one of the best appliance I could not live without. It's a huge, huge health investment that the returns come back tenfold, that you can't even put a price on that. And I find, to me, it's my opinion, it is the best, healthiest drinking water for the body. And price-wise, the amount of money I was spending on water bottles, I've definitely saved. So this is the electrolyte water. If you do a workout, it's good to add some powder. I was doing keto, and I was recommended, but you know, this is not just alkaline water. It's alkalizing, so it helps neutralize the body, because every day people are getting too much acid in their body. Acidic foods, acidic emotions, pollutions, chemicals. And most people getting ill if they're not drinking enough good water. They're probably not getting those minerals. Distilled water is purely very, very clean water, but it has not got any of the minerals. And I heard a story from a lady back in her country where they were filtering the water too much. There was no minerals in it, and the doctors were found out that they were getting very ill. So that was a bit scary. But what's the reason why vegetables and fruits are so alkalized? Because they're full and abundance of minerals. So if you don't drink a lot of water, I would really, really recommend you eat a lot more fruit and vegetables. You know, they say celery is very alkalizing. I personally cannot drink celery juice. I think it's revolting. But you know, I personally didn't like drinking water because it tasted horrible. Why? Because of all the chemicals. And now I love it. It tastes amazing. And if I want to make it more interesting, I add lime, lemon, mint, cucumber, apple slices, anything to make it taste better. So yes, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found this useful.